Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we teamed up with the Beast to go and apologize to Belle, only to discover that she chased after a mysterious figure in black, likely Zaldin of Organization 13. We followed her to the ballroom, only to come face to face with the massive Shadow Stalker, who we managed to beat in a knockdown ballroom brawl. We were then summoned back to Hollow Bastion because Merlin had found the storybook for the 100-acre wood and wanted to discuss something about it with Leon and the gang, and told us to wait for his return. Unfortunately, Sora and Donald are not willing to wait, so this time we're going to be heading back into the 100-acre wood to visit some old friends. But before we do that, I do have a few things to go over, starting with an ability that we got at the end of last episode from defeating the Shadow Stalker. And the Dark Thorn. It is Retaliating Slash. It'll allow us to basically counterattack when we're knocked off balance, which that would be good, but we don't have enough AP, which is part of the reason why I always say to give Sora all the AP boosts. He also has an armor slot that he got from, I believe, fighting Beast, so we'll definitely want to get some new armor for him eventually. And we probably should get Donald at least a piece of armor, maybe another accessory. Goofy got an additional item slot, so that's good. Anyway, the most important thing that we have to discuss now is actually Cure, which is our new magic spell. I did briefly go over it when we obtained it, but there is a bit more to it. The best spell of Kingdom Hearts is back, and its function is very different this time around, due to the changes to MP and magic in general. Let's get the big point out of the way. Cure will now use up all of Sora's MP upon being cast, immediately putting you into MP charge. This was likely done because Cure was so easy to spam back in the original Kingdom Hearts, and could get very powerful due to being based on the MP stat. This will mean that you will have to be more strategic in how you use Cure. Thankfully, this is balanced out in that it will heal the user and any nearby party members, and the amount healed is based on the user's magic stat. In its current form, it will heal Sora for 4 times his magic stat, and nearby party members for 1 times his magic stat. Paltry for the party members right now, but we don't really care if they're knocked out since they can always get back up eventually, whereas we really need to have things going well for us. Let's have Cure on the X button just so that's a fast setup, and I think I'll move Fire to Triangle and put Potions on Square just so that we can always have a healing option available. I think that'll do for right now. Anyway, if we talk to Goofy, I know you're good friends with Pooh, but we really should wait for Merlin. But I'd like to check on Pooh. Oh. Yeah, you're conflicted, Goofy, but you probably have the right idea. Let's go against our better judgment and examine the book.
Cover for me, okay? I wonder if Pooh's home.
Seeing as it's the only of the pop-ups that actually came up, he probably is. You have to be a bit of a cynic not to enjoy this place, even if it isn't exactly the action-oriented world that you would probably want out of an action RPG. Anyway, before we talk to Pooh, there are a few chests here. There are only actually 3 chests in this world, if I recall correctly. Yep. And they're all right here, so let's grab them. Starting with this one for an AP boost that we'll definitely want to use, a mithril stone, and then this big one over here probably has the map. What do you know? Alright, let's quickly use the AP boost we just got. Get us one step closer to putting on more abilities, and now that we have nothing else to do, let's talk to Pooh.
Hey, Pooh Bear, how you doing? Finding enough honey lately?
Oh, yes. In fact, I was just about to do my stoutness exercises. Would you like to join me, Sora?
Sure, I'm game. Huh? Donald?
Did you bring the book, Sora?
Hey!
We're immediately thrown into another battle with Heartless, and I would highly recommend, if you haven't been grinding Valor form in the previous worlds, that you do so in this fight, because we will have our drive gauge restored to us at the end of this fight. I won't be needing that since I already have Valor form up to its maximum level for right now, so we'll just make do.
Think it's okay?
Gorge, maybe you better go back and make sure Pooh's all right.
But what about Merlin?
Well, I guess we could explain.
Great.
And now the only pop-out page is Pooh's house, of course.
Pooh.
So let's quickly go talk to him.
I'm so glad you're okay, Pooh.
And I'm glad you came to visit. But you see, I was just about to begin my stoutness exercises. Perhaps we could visit a bit later. Somebody I don't know.
Oh, sure. So, how's Piglet these days?
I don't think I know anyone by that name. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, my stoutness exercises.
Pooh? Hey, Pooh? Something very weird is happening here. Maybe I better go back and ask Merlin about this.
couldn't be bothered to wait for an old wizard, eh? Sorry about that. How are things in there? Well, Pooh seems to have forgotten all about me. And not just me, all his other friends too. I was afraid of that. I suspect it has something to do with those pages the Heartless stole. You'll have to collect the torn pages and repair the book to put things right. So yeah, we're going to have to collect pages again. I would be bummed that all of our hard work from the previous game is gone, but hey, so are all of our abilities from that game, so. This book is one of the world's most cherished elements. I'd been meaning to tell Leon I'd found it, but perhaps we should keep it between us for now. We will. Good. Now, the book isn't all that's cherished. This is for you, Sora. What is it? Simply concentrate on it with all your heart. And you need only say the word to summon an ally who will help in times of need. Like Simba and Mushu did the last time we were here? Precisely. Now go forth with your friends by your side. Thanks, Merlin. We're worried about Pooh, so we'll be back once we've found those torn pages. Obtain the baseball charm. With the help of 2 friends, use the summon command to call forth Chicken Little for a helping hand. That's right, one of the least popular Disney films managed to squeak in as a summon in this game. I won't be going over how Chicken Little functions now, as we do have a bit more to do, and I don't want to get bogged down into how he functions at the moment, but we will cover him eventually. The summon command has been added. When used, the drive gauge becomes the summon gauge. The summoned character is exchanged for the rest of the party. Try the different commands that appear with each summon. What that tutorial didn't tell you is that summons, unlike the drive forms, will all share the same level. And their level determines purely how long they'll be active in a battle before they go poof. They also gain 1 experience for every time the summon gauge ticks down or up, so if you manage to, well, they're a lot easier to train than the drive forms in that respect, but they also take a bit longer. Anyway, let's not worry about that for right now. Let's go to the Phantom Storm Gummy Gate here. And let's actually... You know what? Let's use the High Wind level 2. I know that I made my own ship, but it kind of pales in comparison, and I probably should look into getting some things fixed, and I'm not going to bother with the scenes anymore. Okay. So, this should probably look a bit more interesting. We're basically going through a wormhole to get to wherever we're going. And this ship certainly has better cannons than the one I made myself, so I may have to use this as our new variety. And a giant pirate ship. What are the odds? Finally, that wheel came off. Cannons are taking a long time to come down, as is that wheel. But we should be fine, I think. Get rid of that cannon because it's shooting whatever those things are, if we can manage it. This is really just more of a gummy boss fight now that I think about it. We're just trying to take out this ship's cannons as fast as we can while also dealing with whatever these ghosts are that keep popping out. Well, I guess we're moving on since we couldn't really take out that ship. Or maybe we're not actually getting to its potential weak points. Well, I guess we're leaving it behind. Shame we couldn't destroy it, but oh well.
Good going, Sora!
Unlocked missions level 1 and 2. Obtained Highwind level 3 blueprints. And the Teeny system obtained. That will allow us to create teeny ships that'll basically just be bonus ships that'll help us fire more weapons. And we've opened up Olympus Coliseum. Time for another reunion.
Are you sure this is the Colosseum?
It's that way.
Oh, guess we were a little off. Heartless!
Gotta say, it's a nice change of pace to get a new spin on this place, rather than getting the same 3 rooms we had in the previous adventure. Anyway, we should go over to the woman and help her up.
Thanks, but I'm fine. And you're supposed to be?
I'm Sora. He's Donald, and that's Goofy. We came to see how Hercules is doing.
You know Wonder Boy?
Yeah, just real heroes too.
You mean junior heroes, Donald?
Looks like we have a friend in common. Name's Megara. My friends call me Meg.
So how's Herc? Wonder Boy? Well, he's duking it out at the Coliseum every day. You know, a hero's work is never done and all that. He's ready to drop, but he keeps on fighting. Even Wonder Boy has his limits, though. These opponents are bad news. Special deliveries from Hades himself. Hades? Right. Lord of the Underworld. I was on my way to see him. Maybe I can get Hades to give Wonder Boy a breather. If anything happened to that kid. Meg? Gosh. Sounds like you're more than just friends. Oh, I mean, we'll go have a little talk with Hades. I'd hate for anything to happen to you on your way to see him. Or, you know, have you be captured by Hades and used as a means to wear out Hercules even more? You really want to do that? Well, it looks like you know what you're doing. I guess I'll take you up on that offer. But let's keep this whole chat with Hades thing our little secret, okay? Our lips are sealed. Okay. So, now that we have control again and don't have to help Meg up, I gotta take a moment just to give a bit of praise to yet another voice reprisal here, as Susan Egan reprised her role from the film with all the charm and snark that fans of Disney's Hercules love. I also have to point out the elephant in the room that is the drive gauge that is currently chained up. To put it simply, we will not be able to use drive forms or summons for the time being, as we are unable to do so for whatever reason. That reason, I'm sure we will find out as we get in, but now it seems like a poor timing for us to have gotten our first summon at this point. But I suppose we can worry about that later. Anyway, before we move on, there is a Moogle shop here. So let's drop off the synthesis materials that we picked up. And let's go to buy, as there are new weapons for Donald and Goofy that I want to get. This Comet Staff and this Falling Star. Ever so slightly better than what we were using for them, so hey, anything to get them more kitted up is probably for the best. And they go with our Star Seeker, so let's equip those. I could sell the Hammer Staff and the Adamant Shield to get a bit of money back, but I don't really feel it's necessary. Anyway, despite how short this episode has been, I think I want to sign off early just because this is going to get rather long-winded if I try and get the meat of the story of Olympus Coliseum going. So I'd say we've done enough for now and can wait for the rest of Olympus Coliseum next time. Next time, we'll be heading into the depths of the underworld just past Meg over there to have a chat with Hades. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.